Hey everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for the Heavensturn 2025 event. Welcome to 2025. We're going to start off today with our minion roulette giving us... That's perfect. That is actually flawless. Last year's Heavensturn minion is the Heavensturn minion for... Okay, that's fantastic. Alright. We are here in Heavensward for the festival, and we have the Heavy Bugyo here to begin the festivities. The Heavy Bugyo wishes to test your knowledge of Heavensturn customs. My, you look ready for all manner of arduous journeys and feats of valor. An adventurer, perchance? That is indeed true. Pray forgive my idle speculation. I am known as the Heavy Bugyo, and along with my fellow delegates, have come to these shores that we might share our Heavensturn custom with the fine folk of Eorzea. Both our peoples mark the turning of one year to the next, but how we do so differs in a few key respects. In Eorzean tradition, the 12 choose one of their number to guide the realm throughout the coming year. In the Far East, however, custom dictates that we honor one of the 12 noble beasts. This year's totem is none other than the Hebi, although the term snake might be more familiar to Eorzean ears. Where I hail from, this oft-reviled creature represents longevity and regeneration, owing to the miraculous manner in which the Hebi emerges anew time and time again after shedding its skin. That many and more may benefit from the noble beast's blessings, my fellow delegates and I have devised what we hope will be an entertaining little event. I present to you the inaugural Slithery Trivia Trial. Participants will wend their way snake-like through the city streets and answer the questions posed by the trivia taskmasters they encounter. I have bid my sisters, the three Hebi Yoriki, await their charges at a certain location throughout Heavensward. As for you, adventurer, I urge you to seek them out and put your knowledge of Far Eastern customs to the test. And rest assured that an auspicious prize is yours for the taking should you succeed. Consider it a means of stocking up on good fortune before your next foray out into the world. How about it? Have I piqued your interest? You have indeed. A little trivia challenge then. I'm interested. This little event of ours is first and foremost about promoting insight and understanding. To that end, should you find yourself stumped during the quiz, simply say so and my sisters will provide a helpful hint. If it is a perfect score you seek, you may also wish to speak with a Hebi Doshin and acquire the knowledge you need. The first quizmaster you shall face is the eldest of my younger sisters, the blue Hebi Yoriki. You'll find her a short distance north of here. Pray shed your misgivings and venture forth. Alright, let's go ace this quiz. Starting off by talking to the Hebi Yoriki, you said? Sorry, the Hebi Doshin, you said. Good morrow to you, my lady. I am the Hebi Doshin, a member of a Far Eastern delegation, come to share our traditions of Heavensturn with the good people of Eorzea. If there is aught you would wish to know of this year's celebration, you need only ask. I come seeking knowledge. Say no more, pray listen carefully. We Far Easterners are fond of our superstitions, one of which concerns the Hebi, a creature said to bestow great fortune upon all who behold one. But Hebi are as multifarious as they are scaly, and while each species has their merits, white Hebi in particular are revered for their rarity. There is one serpent that stands, or rather slithers, above the rest, and that is the fabled Great White Tsuchinoko, luck giver supreme. Traditionally, the people of Hingashi have used rice cakes to decorate their homes and represent the creature when praying for its blessings. Alas, in modern times, sightings of the real serpent have all but ceased. Alright. That is an interesting bit of information, thank you. I'm sure now I have enough to ace the quiz. Alright, Blue Hebi Yoriki, what do you have for me? The bracing ocean air, the hustle, and the bustle. What a marvelous place. I do hope my dear sisters and I get a chance to do some sightseeing. Oh, I keep getting caught up in the charms of this fair city. I have a question for you, slithery trivia trial contender. Let's see. Ready? As you are no doubt aware, the snake is considered a most auspicious creature in my native Hingashi, but what blessing can one hope to receive from the humble Hebi? I believe there was a mention of good luck, fair fortune perhaps? Wonderful, simply wonderful. Snakes are indeed said to be bringers of fortune. By the way, there exists one scalekin in particular known to lavish extra helpings of luck on those who encounter it, the Tsuchinoko. Where other serpents are sleek and slender, the Tsuchinoko is broad and bulbous. Alas, few have ever laid eyes upon its decidedly unsnake-like form. Anyhow, that brings my section of the quiz to an end. You'll find my younger sister, the yellow Hebi Yoriki, by the Drowning Wench. Pay her a visit for the next round of the Slithery Trivia Trial. Alright, that's one down. You do not have to get these questions correct in order to proceed. You just need to try your best. Alright, there you are, yellow Hebi Yoriki. What do you have for us? By the kami, the city is absolutely packed with people. 'Tis enough to send you dizzy. I'm here for the trial. Give me a moment, contender. You're aware that the snake is a symbol of luck, yes? Well, some snakes are luckier than others, and they happen to have one thing in common: their color. Any guesses as to what that might be? Well, it was mentioned that the great white Tsuchinoko was the luckiest of all. Very good. White is the correct answer. White snakes are rare, mystical creatures, hence the association with good fortune. But when it comes to rarity and mystique, there's one snake that deserves special mention: the elusive Great White Tsuchinoko. In times past, people would pray to the lucky serpent in the hope of receiving its blessings. In the past 100 years or so, though, there hasn't been a single recorded sighting of the creature. Its existence is all but a fable these days. Anyway, you have just one question left. Head to the Bismarck to see my little sister, the red Hebi Yoriki. Alright, you get some rest. You seem very out of it with how dizzy and tired you are. The city is quite big. I hope you're able to feel better soon. I don't recognize you. Yeah, I don't... I do not recognize that character. They don't seem to be tied to anything in particular, judging from their dialogue, but... Alright, there's the red Hebi Yoriki. Hello, time for the final quiz. What heavenly smells! I must remember to visit the Bismarck and pick up a few tasty treats for my sisters. There you are, contender. I've been waiting for you. I hope you're ready for the last question. I assume you heard all about how we Far Easterners used to revere the great white Tsuchinoko, yes? I'm guessing my sister also told you how there's been nary a sighting for over a century now. A crying shame, I tell you. Still, the people of Hingashi, being the resourceful people they are, found a suitable surrogate to pay respects to during Heavensturn. Any ideas as to what they might have turned to? It was mentioned that rice cakes were used as a substitute. Rice cakes, precisely. To be honest with you, I'm impressed an Eorzean would even have an inkling. Color me impressed. When I say cake, you're probably thinking of something nice and light, but the rice cakes we decorate our homes with during Heavensturn and Hingashi are rock hard. We take one pebbly hard rice cake and stack it on top of another. You have to use your imagination a little, but they're supposed to look like the great white Tsuchinoko itself. Well, that brings us to the end of the Slithery Trivia Trial. Thanks for taking part. We can't forget your prize now, can we? For your efforts, a gift born of the finest painstaking Hingashi craftsmanship. And it'll be all yours in a matter of moments. Hold on, Blast, I could have sworn we had plenty left! Oh no. Under normal circumstances, you'd be walking away with an exquisite white Tsuchinoko ornament, positively overflowing with good fortune. But surrounded by all these enticing scents, I completely forgot to restock. My big sister is going to be livid. Oh no. But wait, what's that? Are you sure you're out? Oh, seems there was one left after all. Phew. Sorry about all that. Anyhow, it's all yours. Thank you, and you better get restocked before before any more customers come by. Oh, and it's impertinent to even ask, I know, but could I trouble you to tell my sister about the heavy bugyo, that I've run out of prizes? I'd happily fetch more myself, but I ought to stay here just in case another trivia challenger shows up. So, can I count on you? I can do that? Much obliged. May the kami guide you. Hooray! We got a little great white Tsuchinoko ornament. She does seem a little bit scatterbrained. I wish her the best. Hopefully... Luckily, there was still one left, so she's not actually in trouble. But hopefully the scare gets her to pay a little bit more attention to that. Wouldn't want somebody to come by and not actually be able to get a gift at all. Alright then, all the way back we go. Oh, look at those banners! Way up in the sky. Alright, hello there, Heavy Bugyo. Your sister wanted me to let you know that she is out of prizes. Am I to understand that my sister allowed prize supplies to run out and asked you to report this fact to me in her stead? Clearly, my efforts at disciplining her have fallen short of the mark. I must redouble my efforts. Please accept my sincere apologies. I shall send someone along forthwith to replenish our stocks. Ah, what have we here? Did you perhaps drop your prize? Mochi! Mochi! By the kami! Our prizes may be exquisitely crafted, but they are mere ornaments. They do not possess the faculty for speech or locomotion, I can assure you. Which leads me to think, could this be the fabled great white Tsuchinoko of yore, unseen and unheard of for generations? To think I'd live to see the day. What a wonderfully auspicious occasion this is. But I must say, it is passing strange that the great white Tsuchinoko should appear in Eorzea of all places. Perhaps it found its way on board our delegation's vessel before we set sail. Perhaps you would be willing to take the creature with you on your journey. Of course, for our delegation, the Sacred Serpent's coming is an event of great historical importance. Nevertheless, we cannot discount the notion that the great white Tsuchinoko chose to appear before you in particular, that you might benefit from its blessings. Besides, it appears quite taken with you. Mochi! Well, I guess I'm gonna have a lucky year, thank you. Before I forget, I should point out that Omikuji are available to draw for the rest of the Heavensturn season. It might prove to be a delightful distraction ere matters great and small call you to the road once again. Not that you need fear drawing a lesson in courage in future. Our fortune, nay, with the great white Tsuchinoko at your side, you are sure to overcome any hardships that come slithering your way. You have my heartfelt thanks for joining in with this humble endeavor of ours. May the hallowed Hebi guide you on the path of fortune till the heavens turn once again. Alright, and we get the great white Tsuchinoko minion, delightfully squidgy and a veritable fountain of good fortune to boot. And that was possibly the shortest seasonal event I've ever done. The Far Eastern Omikuji is offering his services for the remainder of the Heavensturn festivities this year. Speak with him to see what fortune has in store for you after your rendezvous with the great white Tsuchinoko. Alright, let's go ahead and get the great white Tsuchinoko into our minion list and check out what it has to say for us. Initially thought to be a mere ornament, the Heavy Bugio was just as surprised as you were when this squat snake-like creature began to move of its own accord. Revered in the Far East as a serpentine bringer of luck, it must have wriggled on board a ship bound for the shores of Limsa. Mochi! Alright, is there anything else in the minion guide that I haven't taken a look at? Nope, I think we're good. Alright, let's finish off Heavensturn for the year. God, this really is the shortest seasonal event we've had. By getting our Omikuji. Greetings, my friend. I deal in Omikuji, traditional Far Eastern fortunes. Would you care to draw one? Indeed. You may draw as many as you like, but know that you must pay a fee of 100 gil per draw. Let's do it. Very good. I shall be happy to oblige. Great fortune! Thank you, Great White Tsuchinoko. Thou shalt experience extraordinary fortune. Keep these words of guidance in thy hearts. Adventure seek out sights thou hast yet to behold. Relationships to thy companions thou shalt be indebted. Forget not to express thine appreciation. Prosperity profit shall come, be honest in thy business dealings. Conflict, look to thy comrades in arms, much have they to teach thee. Favor, be inquisitive like unto the wanderer, and thou shalt find much joy in thy journeys. Alright, let me just take a screenshot of this fortune. That's a good one. I'm very happy. How did you fare? Whether it was the desired result or otherwise, I pray the words imparted by the fortune serve to guide you in the coming days. I'm very happy with this fortune. And yeah, that's it. That's Heavensturn for the year. Wow, it actually got an entire quest shorter. A little concerning. Almost forgot before we go, there are a few guests at the Heavensturn event this year. Unfortunately, most of the guests, we would need to be much further in the game to actually be able to see them, but we can find a couple of them. First big one is Chloe Aliapo. Yeah, we haven't actually met you yet in your home area, but you are showing up anyway. I've made fun of the child before for being cruel and evil, but really, all of the evil that can be attributed to Chloe is really Rowena's fault. So we'll get into that eventually. Chloe used to think snakes were awful squirmy, scaly beasts, but thanks to those fellows from the Far East, I think I've had a change of hearts. Apparently there's this one serpent, the Great White Tsuchinoko, that's almost impossible to find. Though Chloe bets with all the adventuring you do, you'll come across it sooner or later. You've already crossed paths with it? That's incredible! Yeah, I got it from hanging out here for the event. My son has flown the nest, and I know not of what has become of him. Each day I buy more fish than I need, that I might have a meal to feed him should he wander back through our door. Oh, well, I hope you're able to find him again soon. You look extremely familiar. I'm probably just seeing things. And the last guest that I believe we can actually find with our current progress is fucking Rowena. Got some time before my next meeting, figured I'd give this slithery trivia trial a shot. Heard there's a lucky little something wait at the end of the quiz too. Claiming something bestows good fortune. Well, that's hardly something you can prove, right? But folks have been lining up to get their hands on a prize. Which got me thinking, clearly there's a demand for lucky bits and bobs. If I get the word out that my goods magically help with money woes or something to that effect, people will happily hand over an extra gil or two. I'll be raking it in. I hate you so much. Oh, she's awful. Scheming, manipulative, capitalist asshole. And also a debt slaver. You know, the biggest crime she commits. But yeah, I think that's about it. We might be able to see some familiar but unnamed faces if we walk around and see what people are up to. Don't know you. Thal Icebound? Who named you after one of the gods of death and money? But yeah, that's about it for the event. So, I will see everyone next time as we continue the main story by meeting back up with Alphino over at the Waking Sands and seeing what we're going to be doing next now that Ralban is safe and we know the Sultana is alive. I'll see everyone next time for that.